This video for Transformation Advisor will give you an overview in 5 minutes of all of its capabilities. In short, Transformation Advisor is a tool that will accelerate your Java application modernization, both in terms of the Java level you're on, the runtime, the move to containers. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in. Transformation Advisor has 3 phases, which is collect, assess, and migrate. We're going to start with collection. I have a brand new Transformation Advisor, never interacted with it before, and the first thing we do is we ask you to create a workspace. So I'm going to create a workspace for my modernization proof of concept. And what you have now is you don't have any recommendations because we haven't collected any data. So you have an option to upload data if you already have some, or download a collector to get you data. So that's what I'm going to do. You have an option for different operating systems to work on. I'm going to assume my WebSphere system that I'm going to scan is on Linux, so I'm going to download that collector. Great, and the collector has started to download for me, and that's downloaded. Now you take this collector, you put it onto any machine where you have WebSphere instances running that you're interested in, and then you go ahead and you run that data collector. So I've already copied across my collector to my WebSphere machine. Now I'm going to execute a scan. When I execute that scan, it's going to run over my WebSphere machine and collect information about all my applications. So that's going to start executing there. And now I'm going to jump across to a system where I already have my data uploaded. At the end of this process, the data will automatically upload back into your Transformation Advisor. So here's my data uploaded already. And I'm going to jump in. On the overview, you see a quick highlight of your data. This particular system that I have scanned has 11 Java applications, 5 queue managers. So we jump into our recommendations. So what are we actually seeing here? The first thing is you get a choice of targets. So what can I modernize to? Got WebSphere Traditional, WebSphere Liberty, Open Liberty. I'm going to jump across there to Open Liberty. You get a summary at the top of the amount of effort it's going to take you to modernize all of the applications in your workspace. This is development effort. So this is the effort that you expect to make in terms of making code changes in your applications to be able to, for them to be ready to be modernized. And it's broken down into common code, that's the code shared across your applications, and unique app code, which is code that is unique to a given application. You can compare all of your targets if you want, like I did here, so you get to see which of the targets you want to go to. Okay, so if we focus on Open Liberty, we'll see that our total expected cost development-wise is 27 days. And then we get a breakdown of all of our applications. This gives you information about each application. A key one here is complexity. And what complexity tells you is the difficulty in actually modernizing it. Simple means you don't need to make code changes. Moderate means you need to make code changes, but they're well known. Complex means that you have some technology that doesn't have an exact equivalent in your new modernized target. So you're going to have to make some decisions about what technology you want to replace it with. And what we also provide is the development cost for the application for the changes you're going to make. It's worth noting here that if you quickly add these up, we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, more than 70 days there probably, yet we're telling you 27 days. And the reason for that is that this row represents the effort for just this application, including its common code. But as we've seen above, if I modernize the common code for this application, it's going to be modernized for all the other applications that use it. So that's why your overall workspace value will tend to be significantly less than what you see here. So this is the assess phase. We did the collection already. It uploaded data. This is our assessment. So you can see all of your applications in one place, get a sense of their complexity and what's involved in actually doing the modernization. If I jump in now to an application, what you're going to see here is similar information. You're going to get a breakdown of all the common code that's being used. And what you're also going to get is a breakdown of all of your issues. So most of the issues for this application are going to be inside in your common code. And when I open it up, you get a breakdown of each issue that you face in terms of your modernization, along with the effort involved. You can jump into the analysis report, and the analysis report, in addition to will give you even more detail, including critically the help. How do I actually fix this issue? And that's why we say apps that require code changes are moderate, because They will have well-known changes, and we will give you exact help in terms of how to resolve them for your modernization. So you've looked across this, you're able to understand what you need to do to modernize your application. The third phase in Transformation Advisor is migration. So up here we have our migration plan. We click on that and we're going to jump in. And what we're going to be given here is a set of artifacts that help you with the migration. So, and none of these artifacts are boilerplate. They're all specific to the application you have and the target you've chosen, in this case, Open Liberty. So first off, we give you the server XML. The server XML will configure your application when it's running in Liberty. So using the server XML, you're able to take your application that was running in WebSphere and run it in Liberty. Next, then we've got the Docker file, and the Docker file lets you take that running Liberty and package it up into an image with all of the appropriate features that you're going to need and none of the features you don't need. And then your application CR is the file that's going to help you deploy this into your container environment. OpenShift is a good example of that. And it's going to take that image you created with your Docker file and get it into OpenShift. So that's why we talk about Transformation Advisor as being an accelerator tool, because what's going to happen is it's going to find all of your applications. It's going to give you a summary, an overview of all of your applications. It's going to give you the details of how to modernize each of your applications. And then it's going to give you a migration bundle that will accelerate you by giving you all of the artifacts you need to actually go ahead and have it running in Liberty in a container in your container environment of choice. So that is Transformation Advisor in a nutshell. Thank you very much.